The Prince of Tyre, his plan was to become like the Most High and ascend his throne above the clouds and the stars of heaven. What does like the Most High? But this is God exposing his plan. What he said in his heart was he's going to become Michael. And how do you know who? King David said, "Many false witnesses have risen up against me." So basically he's going to assume the title of Michael, the archangel, the devil. They call him the devil. See, Satan and the devil are not the same. Satan was cast down on his belly, never to be allowed back into heaven and to be cursed above all the creatures. Yeah, Michael, on the other hand. So basically what he's saying, I'm going to make people think that Michael is me. So the devil, what they call the devil, is the man who's red. He has horns. The Lord says, in Isaiah, I have given thee an adamant harder than flint. So basically, the Prince of Tyre is a man. Because God says, you are a man, but you have said in your heart. This is what he says, Son of man, say to the Prince of Tyre, along these lines, I can't remember exactly word for word, but it's like, you said you are a god. You will ascend your throne above the clouds and above the stars of heaven and be like the Most High. That means, he's going to be Michael. This is his plan. God is exposing his plan, like telling Athelstan and Callahan to say, listen, tell him I know his game. So he says to him, this is what you said. So basically, people think that he wants to be like the Most High. No, he's saying he's going to become Michael. So Satan is going to say that. So basically what you have is the devil, is King Arthur, Athelstan, Arthur the Khan, because he burnt down loads of temples and stuff, and burnt down loads of churches. He was called Callahan. He's called the Red in Britain. The little red fox, they call him Alexander of Scotland. The stone, probably brought the stone of Scone to Scotland. But basically, the devil and Satan are two different people. One was cast down on his belly in the Garden of Eden, never to return to heaven. The other one constantly accuses the brethren before God day and night. So the original Pharaoh, who has a boat that goes in the day and a boat that goes at the moon, he's constantly accusing the brethren day and night. King David, when he says to God, many false witnesses have risen up against me, he's talking about the Prince of Tyre. And then there's loads of people saying that's the work of the devil. The early Catholic Tyre church, the Tyres, because they brought in all the carvings and the masons and all that. That's Tyre civilization. Tyres are hybrids, they're not us. He brought in all of this, and he said, and they called all of the dancing and the singing and the people that were keeping the old knowledge, they called that the work of the devil. But it is the work of the devil, because it was God's work. It's not the work of Satan. Their work is the work of Satan. So for the blame the devil on Satan, they had to make people think that Satan and the devil are the same entity, but they are not. In Psalm 61, the Lord says, the Lord will prolong the years and the life of the king as many generations. He didn't say all generations, he said many generations. So you imagine you have the devil running around, burning down all the temples and all the churches and all the monasteries and anything that was a tool upon a stone. He's the angel of death, the red hand of Callahan, the son of my right hand. Come and sit at my right hand and I will make your enemies your footstool, said the Lord. So basically, the tribe of Benjamin. So when you look at the Sumerian tree of life, the Sumerian tree of life gives the Tyres life, because from this original pyramid and the Tower of Babel and all of these things, Gilgamesh, Satan, a man, he says he was the third man. So he probably killed. Well, the story goes that Cain rose up rose up. Many false witnesses have risen up against me. Cain rose up and killed his brother Abel. So with a rock. So when he rose up, he made idolatry, and he went up on his throne above the stars in the heavens. Not above the stars, to the heavens, the clouds, above the clouds. He made the moon, and he rose up. He's the man on the moon. So basically, the Lord says, I have given you an angel. So the angel was David. So it's what they call the devil. He's red, he's ruddy, he's strong, he was a mature human being. An adult who, maybe when he was Alexander, he wasn't fully matured and he didn't have the wings yet. But by the time he moved to the south of France, Carcassonne, Rennes-le-Château, Montségur, his name was Catherine, and he was the king of the Catars. By that time he had wings and everything. He probably always had wings. So the Lord says, I've given thee an angel. So he's the angel. He probably called him Lucifer or something. There's absolutely no way, after being cast down on his belly in the Garden of Eden, that the Most High was going to allow Satan into heaven. So the devil, or Lucifer, is a different entity altogether. So here's the plan that he had. He said, I know what we'll do. He says, we'll make a Tower of Babel, we'll make the moon, we'll hide up there. All the UFOs and all the children of Cain, he says, until the last days, and he'll come back because he knows his time is short. The abomination that caused desolation, he's going to come back and he's going to feed for fun and eat people. Yeah, and you have to hide in the mountains from him. You have to flee to the mountains, but you can't hide from him if there's no trees in the mountains. So someone's cutting down all the trees, and whoever's cutting down all the trees and not planting them on the mountains and turning the mountains into a wasteland, because when you plant pine on the mountains, it kills all the other plants, everything dies. So they're turning the mountains into a wasteland. Yeah. So basically, Michael means who is like the Most High. So in the Bible, in the verse where it says, go to the Prince of Tyre, he said, I will be like the Most High. He's saying, I'm going to become Michael. I'm going to let everyone think that I'm Michael. I'm going to let everyone think that I'm the angel. Yeah, and that's what he's thinking. And that's what he did. Because everyone, if you say the devil, they think that Satan and the devil are the same. Satan is Quetzalcoatl, who was cursed and to eat the dust. He was cursed for teaching Adam and Eve to drink blood in the Garden of Eden, to take a bite from Adam's apple, the tree of life. The blood is the life, Jesus said. So he was cursed. He's never getting back into heaven. He's a hideous creature now. So he tried to invade heaven with the Tower of Babel. That didn't work. So he put his moon up and he hides inside the moon. And then when Moses had to be taught, Moses had to go up to the mountain. The Lord had to say, yeah, listen Moses, this is how you read time now, because that little fecker put the moon up there. So they have the Sabbath. They have God's reckoning of time on the new moon. So basically, yeah, Satan is not the devil. So apparently Michael, the archangel, is the angel. There's a lot of stories that say Michael chopped his wings off and stepped down here on the earth and said he wasn't gonna, or Satan tried to drag Michael down, but Michael tried to drag him down when he fell. So that's probably a metaphor for when he tried to sully his name, you know. So that's what happened. Michael is like the Most High. So when he says, I will become like the Most High and ascend my throne into heaven and be like the Most High, he's saying, I'm going to say I'm Michael. I'm going to let everybody think that that the devil is Satan. But Satan's not the devil and the devil's not Satan.